My brothers and sisters, spiritual warfare. Scripture portrays Yahuwah's redemptive plan as a battle between good and evil, where Yahuwah will prevail, and Yahuwah declared the rules of engagement. These things I have spoken unto you, that in me ye might have peace. In the world ye shall have tribulation, but be of good cheer. I have overcome the world. John 16:33. Within that scope, the believer is not a volunteer in a sorority or fraternity, but a draftee in a strategic battle, which the Apostle Paul qualifies. Thou therefore endures hardness, as a good soldier of Yahusha Ha'Mashiach. No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who hath chosen him to be a soldier. 2 Timothy 2:3-4. In addition, the Apostle Paul gives the battle strategy in his Ephesian letter. Finally, my brethren, be strong in Yahuwah and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of Yahuwah, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of Yahuwah, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all, to stand. Stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod with the preparation of the basora of peace. Above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked, and take the helmet of salvation, and the sword of the Ruach, which is the word of Yahuwah, praying always with all prayer and supplication in the Ruach, and watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplication for all saints, and for me, that utterance may be given unto me, that I may open my mouth boldly to make known the mystery of the Basora, for which I am an ambassador in bonds, that therein I may speak boldly as I ought to speak. Ephesians 6:10-20. Now it may be helpful to define the rules of engagement. Scripture commands believers to stand and resist demonic assaults, but does not give believers any authority or instruction to attack or assault the spirit realm with any weapon except Scripture. While Yahusha and the apostles had the authority to rebuke demons, it was to designate their authority or authenticity. But Scripture does not grant that level of authority to believers beyond the apostles. Halloween and Hollywood have transformed spiritual warfare into a box office boom, causing preachers and believers to misunderstand our responsibility. Revelation 12 tells you that when Satan rebelled, 1/3 of the angelic host followed him, and Scripture identifies them as demons or devils. Satan has attempted to copy and counterfeit everything in the Yahuwah's redemptive plan. The Apostle Paul categorizes the ranks in Ephesians 6:12 as follows: principalities against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. The probability that any of us have encountered Satan one-on-one is unlikely, but committed believers may very well have encountered one of Satan's lieutenants. This may seem overwhelming at the outset, which is why the Apostle Paul identified the armor the believer is to adorn himself or herself with at all times: belt of truth, breastplate of righteousness, feet shod with the preparation of the basora of peace, helmet of salvation, shield of faith, sword of the Ruach. There is teaching that regeneration is the singular incident of putting on the whole armor of Yahuwah, but that is flawed. The Apostle Paul used the Roman soldier's equipment as the model to follow. The Roman soldier either remained adorned in his uniform or had it nearby at all times. Shalom.